Hey everybody, this is Modern Refugee. I had a couple of hours free time today, so I decided I was going to make some cider. And I had somebody ask me how you make cider if you don't have a cider press. Well, that's the answer right behind me there. You grind the apples. You pick them, you wash them. You don't have to use the best apples. You can use any apple. Doesn't really matter. I know there's some sort of voodoo about, certain varieties of apples to mix to make the best cider, but I just press whatever I got. And when I say press, you can do it a couple of different ways. You can do it in a pillowcase. A cotton pillowcase will work. I've done that lots of times already with my sausage stuffer. I actually use my sausage stuffer as a cider press too. And what you do is you actually line the inside of that sausage stuffer with the cotton pillowcase and put your grindings in that, and then you use a sausage press to press it out. But today, didn't really feel like doing all that, so I just got the grinder out. I got my dish pan out. I got the strainer out. I put some cheesecloth in it, and I just been grinding the apples directly into that. And then just like kneading bread, it's Armstrong. You just go ahead and you squeeze the cider out, and you just keep grinding the apples, squeezing the cider out, grinding the apples until you got, as much as you want. I'm going for a few quarts here because I'm actually going to can some. Then it technically isn't cider anymore after you can it, but it does become shelf stable, and it lasts actually a really long time because it's got the acidity and the sugar and stuff in it. Take you out here quick on the counter and show you what I got made already today. And here's just a closer look at the setup. You can see the apples there. I just cut them up. You use peeling, core, and all. I cut an apple usually in about 6 pieces after they've been washed, and that's what the grindings look like. They'll brown as they sit. It just sort of makes a bit of a mash. Give you an idea there what the cider looks like collected in the bottom with the dish pan. You just drop them in the top of the grinder, just force them in, and that's what comes out, and that's how you get your cider to can or whatever. And then canning, it's real simple. You just put it in the jars. I strain it a second time and put it in the jars, and then you just hot water bath it for 10 minutes for quarts. And this is what the cider looks like when it's jarred up. Kind of just standing by here to go in the hot water bath canner. Basically, all you do is you press the grindings out through the cheesecloth, and you collect them down in the bottom of the dish pan. Then I just take my canning funnel. I put the canning funnel on top, have my wife hold just a regular metal strainer like this, and I run just pour it through, and any bits that got through the cheesecloth or that fell into the dish pan where the actual cider is, you'll be able to strain those big chunks out. But you're gonna have some sediment in the bottom, and I don't know if you guys can see that there in this lighting, but there is some sediment on the bottom. You're gonna have sediment on the bottom when you're pressing your own cider. That's just the nature of the beast. When I'm ready to use it, I just shake the jars real good and then open them up, and then we have our apple juice. Cider is good for a lot of different recipes, and the one that always comes to mind is rye bread. Cider rye bread is actually really good, and what they do is they put the yeast into the cider, and then that's actually how they get the yeast working, and then they add that into the rye flour, and that's how they make the rye bread. And it's actually very tasty. I did a video on that a while back. I'll put a link in the description for that video for you guys as well. But just thought you guys would enjoy this year. Apples have been really good this year by us. There's apples just everywhere, so it's a good year to make apple cider and put some up. But if you don't have a press, don't get too concerned about it. If you have a grinder and you have some cheesecloth and you have a couple of dishes and you have a strainer, which I think most people do have all those things. Maybe not the grinder, but you could get together with neighbors too if one of them's got a grinder and make a bigger batch of this stuff. But if you got a grinder and you got those few simple things, you can grind your apples. You can press your cider out by hand, and like I said, you can put it in jars, and you can hot water bath can. It'll become shelf stable. Technically, it's not cider at that point again, but still it'll keep a really, really long time for you. And then you got it in the dead of winter for either something to drink or to add to other recipes. But anyway, this is Modern Refugee. Appreciate all my subscribers out there. Hope you guys got a little information, a little entertainment out of this video, and another tip for prepping as well. It's been a great year for apples. I hope everybody gets out there and does something with the surplus if they have it. Anyway, you guys have a good one.